guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Jaylee, and I just wanted to come on here and talk about briefly what my channel is all about and what kind of content I will be interested in sharing on here. You've probably already seen a little sneak preview from the type of shorts that I have uploaded here in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, so honestly, this video is so long overdue. I've been meaning to come on here and share, the direction that my channel will be going in. I had about probably 3 years ago attempted to, make content on here, but it just didn't work out. I got so busy, and then I started working because before I wasn't working, and then I started working, and then I just didn't have the time. And so now that I have found a good healthy work-life balance and trying to and I've already figured out how to work things around my job, in there, I decided it was time again. Now I am a short time video content creator. I'm filming from my phone, so you just saw me take something off of my screen. I'm filming from my phone. I don't even have a tripod yet. I have books and something just holding up my phone. I edit from my phone as best as I know how. I am just really starting from the bare minimum, and I think that's pretty cool, humble beginnings and things like that. I'm sure every content creator started out that way, and hey, and if you didn't and you had the means to get the camera and the tripod, then that's great. But yeah, so just to touch on, like I said, what this channel is mostly going to entail. So first and foremost, this channel is going to be mostly about my hair journey, my length retention journey. Now, mind you, this is not a hair tutorial journey. This is not me giving you guys hair tutorials or any new information on how to do this style or that style. I honestly, essentially, to me, all the styles are the same. Pretty much people do install their box braids the same, their crochet braids the same, mini twists, mini braids on your natural hair, your wash and goes. I got a little wash and go afro going on right now. We pretty much do them about the same. Nobody has really reinvented the wheel on these styles from what I've seen. So I don't think that there's a need for me to do a tutorial on anything. But what I will be doing is documenting my journey. So I actually started out with really short hair, and I will, when I edit, I may put in a picture of what my hair is starting from this growth cycle, because I've been bald before, and I think I have a short that shows you all that as well, the different stages of my hair, from bald to pixie to long, from long, and all this other stuff. But with this, I started off much shorter. It was almost like I want to say it was a pixie situation. So what happened was, I was growing out my hair previously from being bald, because I cut my hair bald back in December 2020, and all was going good. But I ended up, and then of course, my hair grew out and everything, but I started doing the straight natural thing, and I got tired of straightening my hair so much, so I relaxed it. Bad mistake. Big mistake. I relaxed it, and oh my gosh. And then I went into a hair depression. And I went into a hair depression because I was looking at old photos of when my hair was natural, and I didn't have it straightened or anything like that, and it was big and juicy and voluminous, and then without straightening my hair in a relaxed state, it was just flat. And so that caused me to go into a hair depression. And what I ended up doing was wetting my hair, because I was trying to find all the new growth in the curly pieces, and I just snip. And by this time, I had already cut my hair super short like that. This would have been my third time. So this last time I cut my hair was my third time. So it was nothing for me. I had already been bald. So I went from locks to bald. I had already been bald, so it's like, nah, I'm still gonna have some hair up top, so who cares? Boom, 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 you know, and just start cutting. And so it's been about a year, and August would have been a year. We're now in May. August, guys, forgive me. February would have been a year and 6 months. February, March, April, May. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm at like a year and 9 months of my new hair growth journey, and I am loving it. It's like, I love how my hair is looking. It's so healthy and big. Now I have to go and get a professional trim in August. My last professional trim was last August, like when I hit a year mark, literally last year. And then from there, I kind of just dusted my ends a little bit. I just hadn't had time to go to my beautician. I just had not had the time. And so I said, okay, great. I'll just go again in August, because I mean, it's going to be June here soon, and I want to do it at the 2-year mark. So until then, I've just been dusting. I'll, like, you know, stretch out my hair, and then I'll search and destroy. But yeah, that's probably not a good thing. I wouldn't suggest you do that. And I really meant to go like after back in February, but I ended up just trimming it myself, because we had so much going on, and you know, it was just cheaper to do it myself. It just was. Sorry. If any beauticians on here, I'm sorry. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. But I've already made an appointment for August 2nd, and I think I'm gonna try to do a vlogging situation with that. I don't know. I'm gonna see how this gonna work out. But I've never done that, so we'll see how that's gonna work out. But I do plan on taking you guys along with me. I'm just gonna call my beautician and ask her to see if that's okay, because you know, I mean, from what I've seen on the you know, most beauticians don't have an issue with it. But I'm gonna see. I've been with my beautician since 2015, so 10 years. I've known her for 10 years, and so yeah, she's always helped keep my hair nice and trimmed, because for the most part I do everything else on my hair. So yes, I'm getting off track. So that's what one part of my YouTube channel is going to be about, is my hair. Just like I said, taking you guys along for the ride of my journey to waist length hair. I'm gonna do it this time. I'm not gonna cut my hair. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna cut it. I promise. I'm not gonna cut it. And this is another reason I started to do the video, kind of like a video diary of my journey to waist length hair, is so I don't cut it, and so you guys can help keep me encouraged. Like, Jessica, don't do it, you know, whatever. The second thing is, I know I have been sharing some of my paintings on here. Now, with the paintings, that may or may not continue, just because me and my husband are going to be moving to a smaller space, and I don't know that I'm gonna have the room to keep all my painting supplies there. So a lot of my painting stuff is probably gonna be going in storage, so I probably won't be painting for a little while, but we'll just see how it works out. But I have you know, a big feeling that it's gonna all be in storage, so may not see too much of the paintings anymore. I mean, I may take my I have a one of these things. Hold on. I have one of these. You may not see paintings on canvas, but I may, you know, just do, you know, it's a mix. It's called like a mixed media. So you can draw and you can paint and do all kinds of stuff. And these are some of my earlier things that I used to do, that I would do, and things like that. Some of the practice stuff I've done. Some of the painting stuff I've done. You know, things like that. But, hold on. You know, whatever. But I'm going to probably end up taking that and some of my paints, because, you know, I have like an array of brushes and things like that, but I won't need like the big brushes or anything like that. So yeah, so we're gonna see about that. So you may see some paintings, it just won't be on canvases, because I would need more room to put my canvases somewhere else. In fact, I'm gonna have to take all of my art, my actual canvases and things like that I've already painted on, and I'm gonna have to put that in a a container of some sort to keep them protected in storage. So because I don't want them to be messed up. So yeah. So there's that. So may or may not. We'll see. Thirdly, I will be sharing some of my Christian content on here. I am Christian. I love the Lord. I've been saved since I gave my life to the Lord in 2009. I was 20. I was 20. I am now 36. I just turned 36, actually. Monday, the 19th, was my birthday. May 19th was my birthday. So I just turned 36, and so I've been serving the Lord for quite a long time, 16 years. And so yeah, all of it has not been easy, but I will share my testimony on here on another video. I may do that video today. I have no idea. It just depends on what I have time for, but we'll be sharing some Christian content. And I know you guys have probably, like I said before, I don't know if I said this before, but seen a sneak preview of what my channel will entail by the shorts I have been posting here in the past few weeks, last few weeks. And I've posted some Christian things. I've posted some hair things and things like that. And, and so, yeah, that's what, yeah, my brain is shorting out. But anyway, but yeah, we'll be posting some Christian content on here, sharing my devotionals and things like that, offering encouragement. Now, disclaimer, this is not a debate channel. This is not a tutorial channel. This is not a debate channel. Okay, there are plenty of channels, Christian channel content channels out there that do debates, that talk about and discuss certain things. Now, I may put my 2 cents in on some things, while I'm doing my hair or whatever, like do my hair as we talk about this or whatever. But however, this is not that kind of channel. So if you don't believe in God, that's your decision. I'm not going to debate you on it. I know Christ lives within me. I have a testimony. I haven't always been Christian. I haven't always served the Lord. So I do come with a past. I do come with a story. And, and so I think a lot of people think that just because you're a Christian, like you automatically, like you're just pushing your religion on me and all this other stuff. And it's like, no, I am just on here sharing my faith because I believe Christ is real. He's done too much for me in my life for me not to believe in him, and he saved me from my sins, and for that I will be forever grateful, and I will always share what the Lord has done and will continue to do. And if you don't like that, then maybe this is not the channel for you, and that's okay. But I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to debate with you on anything, because that's just not what this channel is. Now, I don't know. I can't say I would never, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe if you say something out the way, then maybe I will have to. Now, look, I am not opposed to answering questions. That's different. This is not, like if you have a question about something and I don't know the answer, I will go and research it myself, and then I will come back with the best answer that I possibly can. But, but crazy questions like, do you believe the earth is flat? And if it's not flat, or I don't know, like, I can't really think right now, but them crazy questions, y'all, are questions that I would possibly not know the answer to. Like who created God? From my understanding, he's eternal. He is not a created being. He lives outside of time and space. So, no, nobody created God. I don't know. Y'all, I'm not answering them questions because those are questions that can't be answered, because I'm going to give you the Christian answer. Nobody created God. He is eternal. He has existed eternally. That's it. And I get those questions because our brains are our brains cannot fathom eternity. We're finite beings. We live in time. We die eventually. These mortal bodies are not eternal. So our brains are not eternal. So it's like we don't understand eternal things. So I get those kinds of questions. But there are just some answers to some questions that I'm not going to know, or anybody's going to know for that matter, on this side of heaven. The point that I'm making is I trust in the Lord and I believe in him wholeheartedly, and I want to share my faith. So that's another thing. That's another direction this channel will be going in. Excuse me. Okay. Told y'all I'm using my phone to tape this whole thing, and so stuff just keeps popping up on my screen and I just gotta keep moving it. But anywho, and the fourth and final thing, sharing my experience as a preschool teacher. Y'all, look, preschool teachers, period, we work with all ages. We need safe spaces. I'm sorry. We've got to have safe spaces. Let me turn this thing down. Let me turn this off. It's drying out my mouth. We have to have safe spaces. Because y'all, being a teacher it's not easy. And you would think that it would be easier with certain ages, and maybe for some people it is. Like me, when I first started at my job, which is a preschool, I started with 3s and 4s. Okay. They're cute, but they talk, and they talk back. And that was something I was not used to seeing, and I was, because I grew up different, and I'm just like, okay, And they're funny though. Oh my gosh, they are so funny, because some of the stuff that 3 and 4-year-olds say, it just, okay, like one time, I'm gonna give you guys an example. One of my little girls, right? She's no longer at the preschool. She's gone on to regular, elementary school. So her parents didn't think that it was necessary to have her here anymore. She might be here for the summer or something, like for the STEM program, but other than that, no. But I remember one time she asked me, she says, Miss Jessica, what year were you born? And I said 1989. And she says, wow, so Miss Jessica, do you know what dinosaurs look like? And I'm like, no. No, I'm not that old. Or another one. Now this happened to another teacher, but it still affected me too, because you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say it. So another teacher, one of her kids asked her, let's just say her name is Miranda. I'm not going to give her real name, but he says, Miss Miranda, so were you born in like the 1900s? And it's like, technically, yes. I believe she was born in 1994, 5. Don't quote me on it. I don't know. But she was born in the 1990s. I was born in the 1980s. And so, yes, technically, yes, we were, but don't say it like that. Because to me, when I hear were you born in the 1900s, I'm thinking of stagecoaches and all this other stuff. I'm thinking of way like the beginning of the 1900s. You know what I'm saying? Not the back end. I mean, technically, we're born on the back end of the 1900s, not in the beginning. But when you say it like that, whoo, does it make you feel ancient? And so that's what I mean. So you get what I'm saying, right? It was directed toward her, but I personally felt attacked as well, because technically, yes, we were. So yes. And then I had another little girl. She was the cutest thing. She's no longer at the preschool, but she used to call everybody butt cheek. Why a butt cheek? I don't know, but it was funny. One time she called a little girl butt cheek, and I tried so hard not to laugh, because you're not supposed to laugh. It's not nice. And so, but it was funny. I laughed when I got home. Me and my husband we cracked up over there because she just called everybody butt cheek. And for the teachers, she used it as a term of endearment. So if you liked you, she called you butt cheek. I don't know. But now I work with 18 months to 24 months. That is a whole different animal. But I love it there and I thrive there. Even though there are days where it's just like, why? And with them, the way I explain it is they haven't learned their impulse control yet. And, you know, they're trying to gain that sense of self, I feel. You know, they're getting closer to 2 and they're trying to gain that sense of self. They're not yet talking. They don't have the words. So this is the age with a bunch of biters and stuff like that. But they're not babies, like babies, like infant babies, but they're still babies. Like, they're not babies in the sense that they can't do some things for themselves. Like, they can, you know, drink out of a sippy cup. They can maybe even soothe themselves to sleep. They can, you know, that's about it. They try to, like, when I change their diapers, they try to pull up their pants and things like that. They try. They're trying. They're in the stage of I'm trying. I'm trying to do things for myself. I can pull out my chair and sit down. You know, they're in the beginning stages of that. However, they're not so old to where they still don't want to be babied. They still don't want love. They still don't want to be loved. You know, so they still want cuddles and things like that. And I think that is the perfect part of that. It's like, oh, I get to cuddle you. I do. Now, for those of you out there that are thinking that all we do is just play with the children all day, you are wrong. You are absolutely wrong, because we don't. We don't. I do have a curriculum. Oh, excuse me. I do have a curriculum. I am teaching them. I do expose them to, like, you know, letters and numbers and colors and all that other stuff. We do art. Does the art look like it's supposed to be? No. It, like, for instance, the other day we did like a ladybug, and I just got red paper because a ladybug is red and black. So I got red paper and some paint, and I just had them daub on the red paper, and there's a ladybug. So, I mean, there you go. So it doesn't always look like it's supposed to be, but we still have fun. And so, yes, so this is going to also be a safe space for teachers, especially preschool teachers, you know, teachers that are probably struggling and wants to pull their hair out. Like, look, don't let them kids stress you out. I have learned, like, when my kids jump up on top of tables and stuff like that, I don't yell at them. I just calmly walk over and say, get down. Please get down. Your feet belong on the floor, not the table. The tables are for eating. And then get down. And so, yeah, so it's a safe space for teachers here too. So if you're looking to grow your hair, like retain your length, and you need encouragement, I'm here. If you are struggling in your faith and, honey, you feel like you want to throw in a towel, because I've been there, I'm here. And if you're a preschool teacher or a teacher in general, and you just need a safe space or just want to hear some funny stories, I'm here. So yes, this is what this channel is going to be encompassing. I didn't want to, and I could have broken this up on a different channel. Like, I have a different channel, but I really didn't want the pressure of dealing with 2 YouTube channels, especially starting out. That is what YouTube already beat me to it by letting us create playlists. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing on this channel, creating a playlist. So if you want to see something on hair, then there'll be a playlist for it. If you want to see something on, like I said, my Christian content, there'll be a playlist for it. If you want to see things on the preschool teacher series, and that'll be a playlist for it. So yeah, that's what this channel is all about. It's not a tutorial channel. It's not a debate channel. I'm tired. I got too much I can't tutorial. I'm not doing nothing different. The only thing that I'm doing is what works for me. Like I said, when it goes back to the hair, I just wanted to use this channel as a way to keep me consistent, because I tend to, whenever my hair is getting longer, or if something, I feel something has happened or whatever and nothing has really happened, I cut my hair. I don't know. And so I'm trying to stop myself from doing it. So yeah. But yeah, so that's it, guys. That's the this is what this video is all about. Just introducing my channel and saying hello to all of you. I'm going to be doing more. I'm still going to be doing shorts, but I'm going to be trying to do more videos and trying to get more video content out there. I really want to grow my channel. So y'all, please help me out. Help me to grow this channel. Because I find doing things like this very fun. When I was in middle school, I had a teacher tell me that she thought I'd do really good as a sports, not sports, but a weather lady or a news lady, because I like to talk in front of a camera. I like to talk, so and so I like talking in front of a camera. I like sharing, my experiences and things like that, and so yeah. So I thought that this would be very fitting, and I think it's fun. I like, from what I've, learned a little bit about the editing. I like it. I probably won't edit this video. You guys are going to be getting my raw reactions about everything. So yeah. So yeah, but so guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, share this video, with somebody who may need encouragement in some of these things. And I'm also taking suggestions. If you guys want to talk about certain things or whatever, leave them in the comments or whatever. And I'll also put my Instagram, so if you want to DM me any suggestions, topics you guys want to talk about, that's perfectly fine. We can do that. So yeah, I need to go and wash. I gotta go wash this hair, y'all, because this hair, it's time. I wash my hair every week, and so it's definitely time to wash it. So yeah, don't know what I'm gonna be doing with it, but we'll work it out, y'all. We're gonna work it out. But yeah, so all right, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.